All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles, and salutation to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. We go to 2 Corinthians 16. All right, and basically, man, it's going to be a lesson touching on a fear and doubt is our worst enemy, man, and that's Satan's best friend. All right, and that's going to be that's why we go through the spiritual stuff now, man, to build our faith up for when it all turns physical, man. Because it's the same thing for Esau, man. That's why people are going to take the chip. All right, that's why people's going to run Esau, because of fear. We got to have faith. And we're going through it spiritually now to be built up so we can overcome when the physical shit comes, man. So you got 716? Hit 75. Start at 74. In fact, start at 74.
This is
Start at 73.
This is 2 Esdras 16:73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear ye, my beloved, saith Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at thy hand, but I will deliver.
Take your time and read it over.
This is 2 Esdras 16:74. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
There you go, man. So it said we're going to be tried as gold in the fire. So what does that mean? Affliction is going to come in. And we're dealing with that now, on one level. All right, but it's actually going to turn up, man. It's going to be hectic out here. And we're going to need faith. That's the only way to make it through, is trusting in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So fear and doubt is the enemy to that, man. All right, that's the opposite of faith. Keep going.
Verse 75, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your God, and the God of men who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahweh, the power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
There you go. So and that's the spiritual side of it. So let you know that fear and doubt plays out spiritually and on the physical, man. So when this shit comes to play, man, it's going to take your faith. Just like now, it takes your faith, man, to overcome the demons, to fight the flesh, to overcome. All right, to make the sacrifice required to do the will of the Lord, man. That's all based off faith, man. All right, fear and doubt is contrary to that, man. All right, that's how people fall out. All right, just like the same reason why people's going to take that chip. We got to trust in the Lord, man. In fact, get Isaiah 10 and 20.
This is Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
There you go. It said we should stay upon the Holy One of Israel, man. We should no longer stay on the heathens that's oppress us, man. And that word stay means lean upon. All right, we're not going to help, man. All right, well, shit the fan with the trust in the Heavenly Father, man. Point blank, period. All right. Skip down. Let me double check. Skip down to verse. Yeah, 24.
This is Isaiah 10 and verse 24. Therefore thus saith Yahweh of hosts, O my people that dwelleth in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrians. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt.
Come. So there you go. It said be not afraid of them, man. All right, we got to have faith in Yahweh Bahashem Shai. He's going to perform all this word, man. All right, that's how we overcome on the spiritual side and how we battle now. All right, that's how Yahweh Shai defeated Satan with his word and trusting in his word. All right, that's the same thing we're going to have to do when we're faced with manifold temptations and even having to be martyrs if needs be, man. Okay? So can you get Revelation 21? Let's start at 7.
This is Revelations 21 and verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
Keep going.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
There you go. So the fearful man, those who don't trust in the Lord, are they going to get destruction? Are they going to deal with this shit that comes this way, man? The plagues, man. And ultimately that second death, man. That thermonuclear destruction, man. Alright? And we're to trust in the Lord, man, and do his will, do his will, alright, what's acceptable in his eyes, alright? Trusting that he's mighty to save, man. That's why we labor and deal with shit now, man. That's why we battle now spiritually, so we can have our faith built up for the future, man. Alright? The Bible's like 2 Andrew 6. Start at 1. Alright, we building our faith up now to endure that day.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 1. And he said unto me, in the being when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, wherever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of paradise was laid, before the fair flowers were seen, wherever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or wherever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, wherever the chimneys of Zion were hot, and are the present years were sought out, and wherever the invitations of inventions of them that know that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure.
Slacky. And it says, they that were sealed that gathered faith for a treasure. And definition for treasure means something stored up for future use. So our faith is being built up now, alright, for the ultimate test, man. So we're going through these spiritual things now, man, building up our faith, losing doubt, alright, losing fear towards this world, man. Alright? And we're going through that now so we can trust the Lord. That's part of why we sacrifice the world, man. Say to hell with this shit, man, why we don't deal with it, man. It's show that we believe this shit is done and crumbling, the Lord is going to deliver. So when this shit actually is done and crumbling, alright, at the fullness of it, man, we still going to what? Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why we forsake all to do this work, man. Alright, and to show you got faith and make that sacrifice is you actually teaching, man. So we do this stuff to build our faith. Alright, it says, I believe, therefore I teach and I speak. Alright? So all these sacrifices, these trials, okay, dealing with demons, all that stuff, man, is to build our faith up for when this shit comes, man. Okay? It says before they gathered this faith for, and it says they were sealed. And what does it say? He told the four angels not to let those winds go. Alright, that destruction going to the elect were sealed. They reached a measure of faith, man, so they was built up. Alright? Because we're going to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem, man. We're not going to stay upon them that afflict us, man. Alright? Can you grab Ephesians 6? And start at 12. Because it also said what? It says, don't fear and doubt that destruction is coming, but also don't let your sins weigh you down. Going to the spiritual side, man. Okay? Because everything is spiritual, man. And yes, it plays out in the physical, man, because that's how the Lord works. He's the Father of spirits. Alright? Even fear. Go ahead.
This is Ephesians 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not...
Start at 11, Salaki.
This is Ephesians 6 and verse.
Start at 10. Yeah, start at 10.
This is Ephesians 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might.
So there you go. Trust in the Heavenly Father. Be strong in it, man. Be strong in this thing, man. Knowing that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is rewarded to them that do it good, man. Alright? That put their trust in him. Alright? Go ahead.
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
There you go. So that's what we battling, man. Alright, even when we dealing with scoffers and scorners, man, it's really a spiritual battle. Alright? It's Satan in control, man. Well, it's the Lord in control, but he gave Satan a command to do such, man. To hop on these demons, to hop on these people, man. To scoff and scorn, man. To have these people do these wicked judgments, man. Alright? They got wicked spirits on them. Alright? And then, of course, we battle those spirits now, so we can be built up when that shit comes to pass, man. Alright? 2 Thessalonians 2. And, let's see. We don't go interest. Now.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. It says, even him.
Start at 8.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Hey, so there you go. We got to expose the wicked, man. All right, that's part of this work we're doing. And how do you think that make them feel, man? What happened with them demons when Howard Shah came to exorcise them, man? All right, they freaked out. All right, so we getting on Esau, exposing him. He freaking out. Them demons that having a good time in America, and where every unclean spirit is cool at, they freaking out. So we having a spiritual battle, but it's all to build us up for the physical anyway. But that's not the point I wanted. The next verse is, but that's to the spirit, man. Okay? We're consuming them right now with the spirit of this word because of the spiritual battle. Then it said they're going to actually get physically destroyed after that, man. Alright? Go ahead. Because it all goes hand in hand. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders.
Right, going into Esau, man, Edom, so-called white man. This is the wicked. Alright? And he comes after who? He comes after the form of spiritual Satan. That's who's working in him, man. Alright? So these spiritual battles that we're dealing with is to prepare us for these physical ones, man. Alright? Because they go hand in hand. All this is, the Lord's going to take wickedness, for the most part, out of the earth, man. Alright? So this is their time to reign. The spirits, alright, and the physical, which is Esau, Edom. The wicked. Alright? When you read Tobit, them spirits that got bound up, it said they got bound up in Egypt. However that meant spiritually, the Lord knows, man. Alright? Them demons cried out, it's not our time yet. So the Lord got something planned even for these wicked spirits, man. So this is a hell of a battle. So when Esau Edom come, they're going to come in full force, man. So the Lord is preparing us for that type of craziness, man. You know how strong you got to be to deal with shit like they dealt with in the second Maccabees, man? And we grew up in the weakest time of our generations, man. So the Lord is preparing us through these spiritual sacrifices and spiritual battles, all right, to deal with shit like that. All right, you can't handle doing some video. The apostles say through the Spirit it's time to labor, to make more sacrifices, to labor, to do videos for the Lord, man. All right, try to do 3 a day. If the Spirit ain't to do it, you should be. All right, to hell with this fucking place, to hell with this world. That's the problem. That's because you don't believe. It's that simple. I believe, therefore I speak, man. You ain't gonna be ready in that day, man. You're not getting built up. It says he that watereth himself. And that water is what? Getting increased in the wisdom. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Alright? Going through this stuff now is to build us up for the end, man. And Satan wants you to fear and doubt. Satan wants you to buck up, scoff. Them demons go right in your head. 3 videos. Where's that at in the law? Get your ass going, man. And you didn't even doubt. You immediately doubted. 3 videos. You know what? When it's in the scriptures. It's all it is because you don't have faith, man. You're following after the example of unbelief like Hebrews says. So you don't labor. Keep going at Ephesians. Salaki. Hey, man, the Lord is finna turn up on this place, man. And it's time for us to be in a certain spirit, man. Fervent spirit. Faithful spirit, man. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Right. So you can stand in the evil day. So right now it's spiritual, man. But it's going to turn physical, man. It's going to turn into the evil day when chaos comes out here. Alright? And it says have done all to stand, man. You're going to have to fight in this thing, man. And that's now, man. The furnace of affliction. And then, guess what? You'll be able to stand that day because your mind has been hardened already. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 14, stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet should shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, above all taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
That's right. It says more. Just say moreover. What's the word? Before
quench.
No. Read that verse over.
This is Ephesians 6 and verse 16. Above all,
not moreover. There we go. Above all. What does it say? Above all, what?
Above all, taking the shield of faith.
The what? Taking the shield of faith, man. That's the ultimate tool, man. You got trust in the Lord, man. Trust in the Lord and praying to the Lord, now, to build us up now. So when that day comes, we're going to have that same amount of trust in the Lord to protect us then. All right? And doubt is contrary to that. All right? The Lord going to hear your prayers when you doubt. So if you don't feel you can do the 3 videos or labor now, that's because you don't trust in the Lord, man. You got to pray to the Lord for that. And then labor for it, man. All right? If you doubt that, then you ain't gonna be able to walk on water. If you doubt the Lord can increase your knowledge, you ain't gonna be able to walk on water, man. That's more of a miracle. Hell, Esau think that they can increase their own knowledge just by reading. So if you think the Lord can increase your knowledge, then you definitely don't think that you can walk on water, man. All right? So all that fear and doubt is very detrimental, man. All right? That can fuck you up. All right? And it shows now, man. The Lord is getting ready to turn up. All right, go to James. You get to James, the 1st chapter. And start at 5. Keep going. Read that verse over, Shalia.
This is Ephesians 6 and verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to stand to slaki. Ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
There you go. To be able to stop everything, every attack, man. All right? Even when you know how to say, because what happened when Satan went to the Lord about Job? He attacked him one way. The Lord put his restrictions on him. Then he came back to the Lord and he allowed him to do more to him. So right now, demons is fucking with us, man. And then Satan, demons go to the Lord, well, you ain't touched them yet, you haven't done this yet, you haven't done that yet. All right, then it becomes physical, man. Point is, we got to trust in the Lord no matter what. You can't fear and doubt, man. You fear, you doubt, you sink, man. It's that simple. All right, hit that James 1. And, read the next verse. It's more of that, right?
Come. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
That's right. You got to trust in you got to believe in everything that's written, man. All right? Everything. Simple as that. You got to believe these works that I do in greater shall you do. You got to believe in stuff like that. And if the Lord is going to forgive us for our transgressions, man, if we endure it. All right? And knowing that, if you believe that, guess what? It says, knowing that this is of mercies, so you got to believe in this mercy. All right? We faint not. So you ain't going to stop, man. That's all faith. And fear and doubt is the opposite of that, so you ain't going to labor. All right? You ain't going to make that sacrifice. All right? And that means you ain't going to resist when Esau make his move, man. It all starts now. Hit that James 1 and 5.
This is James.
Go ahead.
I want to read one more verse.
Go ahead.
This is verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit.
That's right.
And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
That's right. Hey, so we got to endure, man. Keep going to persevere, man. All right, whatever you go through, endure through it, man. All right? Praying to the Heavenly Father to protect you, to guide you through. All right? Having that faith, man. You get James 1 and 5?
This is James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh and give it to all men liberty, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Right. Hey, so you just gotta have faith it's gonna happen, man. As Yahweh Shai said, you gotta have faith that it'll be, man, and it will. So the Lord will do this. Alright? It's that simple. Keep going.
Verse 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
That's right. So if you waver, man, if you doubt, if you going back and forth in your mind, man. All right. It says don't ask nothing, man. Don't do that. Keep going. So that's the next verse. Actually, read the next verse.
Verse 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh.
Right. Don't think, if you got a doubt in mind, don't think you're going to get anything from the Lord, man. It's that simple. You got to believe that it's going to happen, man. All right? Keep going.
Verse 8. And a double-minded man is an unstable man in all his ways.
Read that over.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All right? So if you fear and doubt, you being double-minded, man, you don't actually believe, guess what it's going to show, man? That's why you don't want to labor. All right? And then ultimately it's going to be why you double-minded. You doubt, you're going to take the chip. Not saying it's brothers that's going to do that, but saying in general, that's why it's going to happen, man. Hey, the Lord knows if the elect is sealed and it's all brothers or if it's still niggards, man. It ain't in my fucking account to say, man. But this is what happens, man. And if there is a brother that's doubting, hey, you pray for more faith. The disciples pray for more faith. We all should be praying for more faith, man. Shit, that's madness. Always be praying for more faith, man. And believe you're going to get more faith. All right? You got Romans 14, right? Hit the last verse.
This is Romans 14 and verse 1. I mean, it's like in verse 23. And he that doubteth it is damned if he eat because he eateth not of faith, for whatsoever is not of faith is sin.
There you go. So it's not of faith, it's sin. All right? That's why doubt and fear is Satan's best friend and our worst enemy, man. All right? That's why Peter begun to sink. And get the Matthew 14, start at verse, begin to sink. Start at 26.
this is Matthew 14:26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit," and they cried out for fear. But straightway Yahushua spake unto them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I be not afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Yahweh, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water." And he said, "Come." And when
Right,
Peter,
because essentially, man, that is just through the Spirit. Yahweh Shai spoke and comforted them, man, because he is the Word. So when shit arrives, man, you always got to relate back to the Word, man. That's our comfort. As he told them, look, this is me. And you know, he spoke to him. And he speaks to us through his Word. And Peter did believe. That's why he said, if it's you, then let me walk on this water. He believed he can do that. If that's Yahweh Shai, then I can do this, because Yahweh Shai got the power to do so. That's the amount of faith you got to have. But go ahead.
"Come." And Peter answered him and said, "Yahweh, if it be
Lord.
Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water." And he said, "Come." And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua.
That's right. He did it through his faith. Go ahead.
But when he saw the wind
Boisterous.
boisterous, he was afraid, and being to sink, he cried, saying, "Lord, save me."
Right. He feared, man. He began to doubt. All right. Which we in his flesh. That shit happens. That's why we're getting built up now. He had faith enough to walk on the water. He had faith enough to drop everything and follow Yahweh Shai. All right. Well, we got to get built up in the flesh. We got to get built up in the spirit to overcome the flesh. We got to get built up because we're in the flesh, man. Go ahead.
And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, "O thou of a little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?"
There you go. Go ahead.
And when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of a truth, thou art the Son of Yahweh. And when they were gone over, they came to the land of,
Kind
I don't know, is it
Sounds right. Unless you can.
Genesart.
What verse is it?
Verse 34.
Shit, Genesaret. Close enough. Yeah, Genesaret. Come. But that's the point, man. He doubted because what's the word I want to use? Something scary, terrifying happened, man. Something that can cause men to fear happened. And he began to doubt. All right. But guess what? He prayed to the Heavenly Father, or it's like he prayed to Yahweh Shai, and he asked him to help him, man. He believed he could help him. He still didn't think that he was going to die alone. He still believed that was Yahweh Shai because he did walk on that water. All right? So we still have faith, man. But our faith's got to be increased. All right? But the point is, fear and doubt will lead you to sink, man. All right? We got to keep that faith, man, at all times, man. Because fear and doubt can cause you to sink. All right? So what? You got something? You got something?
No, hold up. Oh yeah, I do got something. So,
Right.
this is Romans 1 and verse 17. For therein is the righteousness of Yahweh revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
There you go, kind
Huh? Oh yeah, kind. So the righteous gonna live by the faith, and that faith is without having a doubt that whatever the Lord say, he's gonna do it.
That's right. That's right. So, hope this is edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and charity. Shalom.
Shalom.